Billy here with Digital Realty, and we're going to review the latest and greatest that's been going on in the greater Boston area for real estate for the month of March of 2023. Did the interest rates continue to cool off the market? Was there not enough inventory? Stay tuned and we'll let you know what's going on. For the greater Boston area, so the median sales price for single-family homes in greater Boston area for March of 2023 was $828,450. That's an increase of 5.1% compared to March of 2022 and a whopping 18.1% compared to February of 2023. So that's month-over-month increase. In February, the median sales price was $699,900. And for condominiums, we're also seeing an increase there as well. So the median sales price for condominiums in the greater Boston area was $692,000. That's up 8.1% compared to February of 2023 and up 2.5% compared to March of 2022. So once again, as we're going into this spring market, we're seeing that there's upward pressure on the median sales prices for the greater Boston area. This is an overview, and stay tuned for more details. In terms of how competitive it is out there for people that are looking to buy a home, for March of 2023, 40.3% of all sales in the greater Boston area were above list price. So of that, for single family homes, the sale to list price ratio was 101.7%. So that means that on average, sales are going 1.7% above what the list price is. That's compared to 106.4% sale to list price ratio for this time last year. So that means that while it is still a little competitive and we're going to see multiple offers, it's way less competitive than it was this time last year. So that's great. It's a little bit of a relief for people that are still looking to buy a home. And compared to February, the previous month, that was at 99.2%. So that meant that there was a couple homes that were going for below list price as well. So for condominiums, for March of 2023, the sale to list price ratio was 100.1%. So that means that homes or condos specifically are going for pretty much right about what the list price is. That's compared to 102.4% for March of 2022. So again, it's cool. It's definitely a lot cooler than this time last year, which is great. It's good to get back to a little bit of equilibrium. And it was compared to 99.4% of sale to list price ratio for condominiums compared to, that's for February of 2023. So what we're seeing is that things are starting to lift up a little bit. They're starting to get more competitive, multiple offers. Things are definitely starting to go for above list price. So if you're a buyer, I would definitely recommend jumping into the market and making sure that you're putting in these offers soon. If you hold out any longer, I'm projecting that this trend is going to continue as we get into the later spring and early summer months. Another important statistic that I always like to look at and follow closely is the volume of new listings that are coming on the market. So for single family homes, again, in the greater Boston market area, there's been 1,316 new listings that have come online for March of 2023. This is compared to 651 that were online for February of the same year, and this is a 19.2% decrease in the number of new listings that were available for March of 2022. So seasonally, if you're started looking to buy a home in the late winter, good news is you're getting a lot more options. There was 651 new single-family home listings in February, and there's 1,316 in March. So you're getting way more options. So if you're like, oh man, I don't see anything I'm looking for, no problem, hang tight. There's a lot that's going to be coming on the next couple months. For condominiums, in March of 2023, there are 1,379 new listings that have come on the market. That's a massive increase from the 860 that came online for February of 2023. And this is compared to March of 2022, a 25.9% decrease. So what we're seeing is that seasonally, big increases, but compared to 2022 of this time last year, we're seeing a decrease of around 20% for both single family homes and condominiums. So again, I think that's what's going to happen is this is going to continue to fuel the sale to list price ratio. And what's going to happen is as there's fewer listings available for the same amount of buyers that are out there, things are going to start to get more competitive as the season goes on. In terms of my expectations for what we should be seeing going forward, so there's been a lot going on with the interest rate environment, specifically with some of the banks like Silicon Valley Bank going under. So what's happening is that's putting a lot of pressure on the Federal Reserve to not continue to jack up interest rates that we've been seeing over the last 12 months. The Federal Reserve has come out and said they're projecting to only increase rates another 0.5% through the end of the year. And that's great news for buyers and sellers because predictability is really helpful in the market. So we're expecting that mortgage rates will probably stabilize between 6.5% to 7% for most of the year. And in terms of the environment for buyers and sellers, we're projecting that this is actually going to be another really competitive year with low inventory and not a lot out there, and a lot of the continuation of people wanting to move to the suburbs and get single-family homes specifically. This is going to be another competitive year. We're expecting most offers to go for above list price, especially ones that are in metro areas but not directly in the city itself. So stay tuned and look forward to catching you next month. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more market tips.